We're here at 105 The River inside Mohegan Sun Pocono, and I'm being joined by Alan Stout, who's celebrating 25 years of covering rock and roll throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. And not only just covering throughout northeastern Pennsylvania, but you've covered a lot of big bands that are known all over the place. Like, for example, the Rolling Stones. Tell me about them.
Oh man, Stones. I saw the Stones 4 times. 3 of them were at the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. But the first time I saw the Stones was actually at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, and it was like a 6,000 seat venue. And you know, the Stones usually played like 65, 70,000. They played football stadiums. But somehow they got this casino gig at Atlantic City, and that was amazing to see a band like that. And I guess at the time was probably the smallest venue they had played in decades.
I'm just going to go off on a limb and say that it was sold out.
Yeah, it was sold out. It was towards the end of their Steel Wheels tour. I wasn't even covering music at the time. I was still, I think, in college when I saw that one. But 3 times I actually reviewed the Stones and went as a journalist. That first time when they played at 6,000, I was just hanging out as a fan, and obviously I went back 3 more times, so they're obviously pretty good. Last time I saw them at the Vet was probably the best, though. I mean, they just sounded incredible. They are really something.
And I hear from people all the time that see the Stones in concert. They always say that Mick Jagger is incredible up on the stage. He's such a great entertainer. So,
he is.
Yeah, tell me about him. Like, what was it like seeing him up there and doing his thing?
He's everything you've seen on TV. He prances and dances and sings his heart out. I find myself, when I go to see the Stones, watching Keith Richards just as much. I just find him to be such a fascinating character, and I love the way he plays guitar. And I really feel like the Rolling Stones are Keith Richards' band. I know Mick Jagger is the face of the band, but I think that Keith is the glue. And he writes a lot of those songs too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, a lot of those riffs.
Okay.
And so he is. There's this great scene in a documentary about the Rolling Stones where they're in the studio recording the song "Mixed Emotions," which is a pretty famous song from around '89. And the video shows Keith teaching Mick the song. I mean, literally, like,
oh, wow.
The words and everything. And so, yeah, I'm a big Keith Richards fan.
All right, Alan, I want to keep it in, I guess, Great Britain here with David Bowie, a legend there. And did you see him play and cover him, or just see him play?
I interviewed David and I saw him play. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So what was he like as a person?
He was a really charming, warm guy, and that surprised me. Because if you see Bowie in old videos, particularly from the 70s, and he almost came off a little stoic and aloof, and I wasn't expecting him to be an interview where we'd be laughing a lot and having a good time and kidding around. And I remember the one time, I guess he's kind of known as a rock and roll chameleon because he changed his image so much, kind of like Madonna does. And I was about to say that. I was supposed to call him a chameleon. I was about to call him that. And he knew what I was going to say. He's like, "Don't you say it, don't you say it." And I said it. And we both just start laughing. And when you get an opportunity to interview someone like that, and then a couple of years ago when no one even knew he was sick, he passed away. You cherish those interviews. You're glad to have them on tape. And I have a couple like that now from Ray Charles and B.B. King and Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. These people aren't with us anymore. And so to have a conversation with them about their music and have that preserved, and a lot of these are up on YouTube now that people can listen to, means a lot to me. I'm very fortunate, very fortunate.
Yeah, definitely. And I am a big David Bowie fan, so I wish I would have that opportunity. He was such a great legend.
Great. He was calling. We did the interview on the phone. He was calling from Pittsburgh, I remember, and I think he may have even been on the bus on tour. He called me from the bus on the road, and we had a great conversation. You listen on YouTube if you want to. It's up there.
Definitely. And well, thank you, Alan, for everything here. And Alan's not going anywhere. He'll be back with another segment here celebrating the 25 years of rock and roll music in NEPA.